Hello everyone and welcome to the second and final round at the 2022 Discraft presents Sun Kings Throwdown the Mountain 10. It's been a crazy ride. We're through 27 holes and we have just 9 left to play. Right now, Ellen Widboom seems to be in control. However, it's a mountain, it's Florida, weather. There's all sorts of things that could happen here as we head into this back 9. We're starting out with a par 4. This just added to the course in the last couple of years. And a beautiful green that it finishes on. And back on hole number 8, if you haven't seen it, maybe you need to rewind and go watch it again. The throw-in by Jordan Lynds keeps her the honors here on 9 and now 10. Ellen's backhand pushed a little deep in round 1.
Thank you.
And almost takes off John's head in round 2. And again, a little bit deep. She'll have somewhat of a turnover, or maybe rely on that forehand of hers to push up the hill from there. Nice low line drive by Haley Childs. Okay, that fights through nicely. She'll take it. Another great shot here. Everybody doing some work. Almost a little too much on it. Just got to go left to right up the hill. Ellen likes it. And Haley pretty much in prime position where she was there. That's, you know, Ellen pushed it a little bit deep, so actually she now needs to bend this from left to right. That's still up on the dance floor. And then if you're a little bit too tight, you have a steeper angle to fight through like Jordan does here. So that's why Haley's drive, although not the closest, I feel like had the best position. She came up a little short on the approach. Here's for birdie. Pam now for birdie. Pam with the jam. Sticking it in. No problem there. That's a birdie on hole 10. She goes to +3 on the round. And Ellen has missed so very few here. Not just today, but this weekend. Her putting seems dialed. Jordan doesn't quite convert, although online, and we'll see Haley pick up the par, as will Jordan. So pretty impressive. See the group play this one 2 under out of the foursome. Big shout out to Mike Barnett and crew. Dwayne, Susan, the entire staff and crew of Sun King and beyond as we're heading over. Looking at hole number 11, plays left to right, down the hill. Some final guardian trees to contend with. And the FPO plays this from about 100 feet shorter than the MPO. There's a secondary shelf. So the shot feels very similar, but it's actually a little bit more down the hill when they're teeing.
No problem. It's like a lot of it.
Pam and Ellen discussing the headwind.
Headwind, turn it. Let's try it. Let's do it a little high. All right.
Out in the open. Now the work begins on the approach. No major harm in bailing out to the left. You naturally would like something that just kind of turns from left to right the whole way. You'd love for this to just turn and continue to do so, but if it bails out, not really punishing. You got plenty of options from over there.
They are very fickle.
See 2 more discs in front of Ellen, all kind of with similar lines. And it really doesn't get much better than that. Perfect approach by Widboom. Needs a skip. And she gets it a little bit short. And she has been all over the basket, too. So close to a number of birdies.
Get lucky.
Haley opts to go a little bit wider, kind of skipping it in there. I like the play. She'll have a tree or two to contend with. You know, and I mentioned a few of their stats during the front 9 of this round. Pam, such a dedicated and decorated, really is the word I was going for, and dedicated champion. Oh, and another one grabbing medal for Jordan. Just such a stark contrast. Jordan, her and her sister have only been in the game for a couple of years now. Got started on an Innova starter set a couple of years back, just before COVID. Pam, on the other hand, has been a registered member since 1992. Has nearly 100 wins, including a couple of world championships in age-protected divisions. So talk about diversity here on the card, and truly a testament to the lifetime sport that disc golf is. Josh Child sighting? Get that man's autograph. We're heading over to a shortened hole 12. Just 227 feet, about 40 feet shorter than originally designed. A lot of the water that came in on Thursday night was here on Friday. And then after it rained all day Saturday, there was still standing water on Sunday. So we'll play the exact same configuration on 12 and 13 as we did on Friday. I hear wet, but close. Wet, but close. I think that's a band from the 80s. Kicks from right side over to left. Doesn't appear to be too punishing. And the low line drive by Childs is off the mark to the left side again. Shouldn't be too punishing over there. We'll see if she can get up and down. A little bit tentative there for Pam. Haley trying to manufacture something from that left side to walk away with the par, and Jordan looking to do the same. Because one throw-in hasn't been enough for her. Great bid by Jordan. Pam with the jam again. And last with her attempt at birdie was Ellen, and she'll scoop it up. She moves to 3 under on the round, 4 under overall, and is sitting with 8 or more strokes against the lead card. We see Morgan Lynds, we see Hannah Macbeth, we see Lisa Fakis, all playing relatively well on that chase card. So the battle may not be with Ellen in this card. It may be keeping an eye on some of the chase card women that are also just ahead of them.
Hello, this is Levon Wolf. I want to thank you for making the End Zone Quick Stick the #1 retriever in disc golf. The new XXL is now 4 feet longer, has a 22-foot reach, and a new folding head that's easier to carry. For the best in quality and function, use a Quick Stick.
I don't know if there's a better testimonial than some of the water we've seen out on this course for having a Quick Stick. Reach out. You can find them on their website directly. You can also reach out to me, shop.thediscgolfguy.com, and pick up yourself a Quick Stick. I'd be glad to help you out. Here we are on the abbreviated hole 13, par 4. We got a Mando. No problems for Widboom's backhand. Some have said that's the most clever Mando sign that they've seen in disc golf. I have to agree with that. You know, pushing out to this left side might make the hole a little bit longer, but likely opens up your different possibilities. I believe it is, in fact, the tree that is considered the Mando, and the sign is just a reference point. So Haley did not miss the Mando.
Same little branch got me yesterday.
Normally you'd say better than a sharp stick in the eye, but it sounds like it's along those lines.
Oh no. I'm out. Oh yeah. I was singing that TikTok. Oh no. Seriously. Oh no.
If you missed it, Pam was talking about referencing some TikTok songs. We're here on a Sunday morning, April 3rd, taking it all in. Sun King, along with the rest of the crew and supporting partners in Discraft, along with an incredible support staff. I think he said he had 28 or 3,800, I don't know, volunteers on the course throughout the weekend. And along with the people like Dwayne Reeder and so many others. I mentioned Dwayne. I stay with Dwayne. I know what kind of work he puts in. And there's dozens of other people in addition to him that make this course playable. It's only here, just to throw it out as a clarification for everyone, you couldn't go play this today. If you're watching, whenever you're watching this coverage, you couldn't go play this. This course is normally filled with cows. It is private property, and it is then leased by Mike and Sun King for about 5 or 6 weeks out of the year to host this event. So, incredible piece of property, and lots of people wish it was year-round. With authority. Haley thinks she got away with one, and it appears she did. That high left chain. She'll say, okay. I ain't mad at you. And right now, Ellen in the driver's seat. All systems go here. Looks like pars will do her just fine if she can continue even that much of a streak of just riding out a par. Here we are. Most of you have deemed this the most memorable or your favorite hole on the course. Par 5, 991 feet, over 300 meters. And then this year they moved the basket slightly left. Normally it's straight ahead, and there isn't that little last left hook at the end to make it a blind shot. I agree with Paul Macbeth in saying I liked it when it was dead straight and you could see it the whole way. This just turned up the difficulty an extra little notch, you know, because 300 meters isn't long enough and challenging enough. Anything that hits solid ground that doesn't ruffle any tree branches is probably going to be a workable shot here off the tee. That looks hung up on the right side a little bit. I love the play by Haley, just nose down, trying not to let it fade out to the left or overturn it too much to the right. Just kind of nose down, throwing it essentially right at the ground, just trying to get it into position straight ahead. So she's right center fairway here. Seems quite workable from the left side now. Great position here for Ellen. She may have been aiming exactly at it, but she would have loved to miss it by 2 feet. Good distance, though, after 2 shots for Ellen. That's a pretty good shot as well there by Jordan. That just needs to finish, and it does. That's a good shot by Pam. There is technically an OB line all along the right-hand side from about this point forward. There's an OB line if you were to go off the right side of the cliff, so to speak. You're in a world of, not loving life if you're throwing anywhere over there in the first place, but it is something that's over there and maybe in the back of your mind. Again, that came into play so much more when the basket was essentially straight ahead. That's a good-looking shot by Ellen. Don't cut, roll. Okay, it stays in the middle.
Oh, that's wide enough. Sorry.
Telling us that's plenty wide out to that right side. Pam's going to follow. A little bit short, though. All right, so many of you have asked, or answered, I should say, that you think this is the most picturesque hole in the tournament. I can understand that. This might be your favorite. I think in the front 9 I asked, what's your longest throw-in? All right, well, I'm going to kind of combine those two into one thought and ask you guys, what's the shortest regulation hole you've played? And did you get the score you should have on it? That's what I want to know. Put that in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. But this will make you eligible to win some jerky. I've also got some discs. I'm going to start giving away gift cards from my online pro shop. But that's what I want to know. What's the shortest regulation disc golf hole that you've played? Where there's an actual tee, regular basket, not just something you're making up. That's what I want to know in the comments. And did you take the score you should have? This is Ellen for par. Oh, and she loves it, and she should.
Hold this hole, I would get it.
She told that hole she'd get it, and she did. That is an incredible 5. That high right side. I know I don't know if Jordan's watching the scores, but her and her sister have frequently finished 1-2. One weekend, Jordan will win, her sister will take second, Morgan, and then the next weekend, Morgan will win, and Jordan will take second to her. They kind of back and forth quite a bit. I think they're just one rating point away from one another as well, last time I looked. So you got to wonder if she's thinking about how her sister's doing out there up on the chase card. And the triple bogey is truly her only mistake she's had. It's a big one, but it's the only mistake that she's significantly made this round. She goes from +1 to +4 on the round with that triple bogey.
Thank you.
And that's just about perfect for Ellen. I don't know if you could throw much better of a shot. Maybe 10 feet shorter and up the hill by 10 feet, but if we're being real, that's a pretty good shot.
Get them all out of there. They gotta be.
Haley clearing out the gallery. The only OB that's on this hole is to the right side of the barbed wire fence that lines the right side of the fairway here. And I really love the low line drives that everyone's throwing, trying to kind of play that skip as the disc is coming and is starting to slow down. They're playing the skip to let it just naturally fade from right to left rather than throwing it high and then having it skip once it lands and then carrying more left and off the fairway. Some really good shots that we saw here. Jordan clearly not hesitant to go backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand. It doesn't seem to matter. Very comfortable here in her early career playing disc golf. Keep turning. Should probably give Pam a circle 2 putt somewhere outside of 10 meters, but inside of 20. Ellen looking with a birdie opportunity, and Haley puts that one up with a little too much angle, and it catches edge to roll to the left side of the fairway. She might have a long look at getting there yet, but a little struggle here on 15. And something you shouldn't be struggling with is your online presence and reputation. We've got friends over at Swarm Digital Marketing. They can help develop and maintain your website. They can also do stuff for you to help out in terms of your SEO, your logos, like I said, your online reputation. They can take care of all of that. They're right here in the U.S. Actually, they're not far from where this event is taking place. So they're right here in Florida. That's where they're based. So make sure you reach out to them. And if you do so, just mention the Disc Golf Guy and that I sent you, and you'll get a free consultation. All of the information is in the link below, as we're seeing a great par from Jordan. So in the description of this video, click on the link there. That lets them know that you came from my video. Tell all your friends, go check them out. Reach out to them. Let's face it, we could all use a little help with that. And not mad about a par. They're going to walk up the hill to 16. And it's a significant walk to get up to this spot where you're throwing the shortest hole in the tournament, 163 feet, just 50 meters straight ahead. You want to come up just a hair short, maybe just find the green grass as you're slowing down, and that will hopefully then check up right next to the pin. We saw Victoria in round 1 absolutely park this one. And again, Ellen a little bit long. Great shot by Pam. Very little putting required there. Okay, pin high. That'll work for Jordan. And notice the standstill. Trying to take the footwork out of play just to try to play for a little bit more accuracy. So Haley's going with the standstill. She just put too much power on it. And from there, just trying to pitch out, walk away with the par. And without a whole lot of thought, or thinking about it, I should say, plenty of thought. Not any hesitation, though. Ellen pitches up next to the pin. Jordan picks up another birdie. It's going to help chip away at the triple she had a few holes ago. Haley's in for the par. Pam making it look easy, closest to the pin. It's like a Pam birdie party up on top of 16. 5th highest point in Central Florida. Grab some jerky. Have a picnic up there while you're at it. We head over to 17, 322 feet. Danger everywhere, including the left side OB. Right side isn't OB, but it's just not pleasant if you find yourself way off the fairway.
All I care about.
And saying all she cares about, I think she means that she didn't find the OB. It's safe. It's a solid shot out to the right side. And from there, just looking to get up and down. Jordan also not biting off too much here. Good, safe position. That's a little bit low. Ellen also off on that right side. Now, the real danger then, or the additional danger that comes in, is on the approach shot here. There's OB directly behind the basket. So tee shot is crucial. The approach shot's not exactly a walk in the park. Navigating through the low ceiling, no problems for Pam. It's a par look from there. And you see Ellen, after the skip, high right side, not exactly an easy out. Looks like she did the best she could, though, and that's going to give her a look to save the par. Again, you're not losing ground to the field with a par here. In fact, you're probably gaining strokes on the rest of the field. So playing this one for a 3, I think is a very smart move. That's exactly what Ellen's looking to pick up here. Good firm stroke, just not enough to get it to drop down, or I should say too much. And no shortage of power for Pam. She'll pick up the par. She's at +5 for the round. This is for Jordan to stay at +3 for the round. And just one hole left to play. Ellen looking to tap in. She's got all of her card mates in check. And she's trying to hold off a surging Lisa Fakis. My disc in a box. If you need any disc shippers, reach out to me. I'm fully stocked on those. 150 counts. Along with bags, I offer them all to you. Here we are, final hole, 276 feet. Very modified. Playing with this water that previously wasn't there just a few days ago. Now to this island green up on top. And this is Pam just playing for the layup. And it's all about placement here. And Jordan finds the OB water off of the layup. Haley's going for it. I believe this is a Wraith. And what a drive on the dance floor, 18th hole. Haley trying to pick up a birdie to close it out. Here's Widboom. Also just playing super overstable. Haley confirming that was in fact a Wraith. Here's Ellen just trying to get up on top. And mission accomplished. Ellen's on top, looking to save the par. John whips around, give you the look. She have another throw in? Nope, nearly as good. That'll be a tap in for the bogey. Does Pam have a throw in ready? So Ellen says, I'm not messing with any additional putts. I'm fine with just laying this up, taking the bogey. She's checked the online scores, and she knows the bogey wins it. Great to see Pam.
Yes, good job.
I think this is the first time having Haley on the Disc Golf Guide channel coverage, so
Hey, I appreciate it.
awesome to have her. Similarly, I don't think this is the last time we'll see Morgan or Jordan Lynds here on coverage, this time featuring Jordan. I think we're going to see both of them in the years to come. A couple of bright young superstars, and your champion with the tap in, Ellen Widboom. Congratulations. I check in with our champion, and then I'll give you a look at the final scores.
Good job. You killed it. Nice drive. Thanks. You should teach me how to putt. My God. Teach me how to throw that far with confidence. Crazy. Man. Nice job. Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
Here she is, Ellen Widboom.
I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and that was my video blog. I'm joined by our champion in Ellen Widboom. Ellen, rarely do we get to talk about home course advantage, and I know you're on the road most of the year, but you literally live, what, like 5 Ellen throws away from here?
Pretty much, yeah. 2 miles right down the road.
Yeah, exactly, 5 throws. So, kind of a crazy weekend. You came out on top. What were you thinking when you saw that we'd have one less round to deal with?
My first thought was I was bummed that I didn't get to play the course 2 more times because I've been out here since last week and I was just trying to play it as much as possible. I was more bummed that I didn't get another opportunity just to play the course, regardless of scores or anything, because I love it and we only get it once a year.
Well, you were able to take in some of it and talk about karma building and just the all-around good spirit that you have. But you were out here during some of the AM weekends, volunteering, spotting, doing other things?
Yeah, I was out here last weekend. I got in town about a week and a half early and spotted on a Friday for the event before this weekend. And unfortunately, they're kind of changed their tee pad, so it wasn't the same, but I still love spotting out here. And anytime I can help, because this course means so much, because it is close, but because of all the people that I know that put a lot of hard work into this course, and it's kind of become like this mecca. So yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly an incredible piece of property. Now, where are we going to see you? Are you going to leave Florida, or are you just going to stay here and dominate for the next 6 months? Well, what's your plan?
Maybe next year. No, I'm headed to Tallahassee. There's a Pro Tour series there, and then hopefully back up to Georgia, and then hop back on the tour. As far, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see you out and all about.
Yes.
Great event here. Anything you'd like to say to everyone, maybe sponsors or otherwise?
Yeah, thank you so much for all the support over the years. This is my 5th time playing this tournament, and I finally came away with a W. Thank you to Innova. You're amazing. Thank you for all the support. Sun King, who finally got this year sponsored Upper Park Disc Golf Pins, and New World up in Jacksonville. Thank you so much. And thanks, Terry, for being out here and filming.
Hey, we couldn't do it without the crew and the extra support that we've received, so we love doing it. Congratulations, everyone. That's Ellen Widboom, your champion here at Throwdown the Mountain 10.